Hey, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Before we get started, there is a major shift coming to the channel come the beginnings of May, but fret not, I will be very active and streaming regularly on Twitch. So if you have not created an account yet and followed me over on my Twitch channel, that is Dark Spider David for the username. So it's twitch.tv/DarkSpiderDavid. We're currently holding a goal of 50 followers, so if you can help out with that by checking out the channel, checking out past broadcasts that I've done, and seeing if you like what you see, hit the follow button. You won't regret it. See you then. Hey everyone, David here. So this is a very unusual setup that you're probably accustomed to, but I'm going to be reacting to the Spider-Man Far From Home brand new trailer. Just got home from work, and when I left for work, I left my setup still intact from my live stream of my spoiler talk for Avengers Endgame. Unfortunately, if you haven't already seen my stream talking spoilers for Avengers Endgame, go and check it out. My dumbass left that shit on private, so you guys were not able to actually see it when I was live. I was live on Twitch, and that was all fine and dandy, but over on YouTube, I had it on private, so I put it on public. You can now watch it as a playback, but it's just me, just the worst always happening to me. Just the worst. What else could I expect? So here's the hoping that this setup right here is going to work effectively for what I'm about to do, which is to react to the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. So let me get my bearings here in order, and let's go ahead and react to this. Now, I think I should probably preface this by saying that if you have not seen Avengers Endgame, probably don't watch this reaction, because apparently, I heard that this trailer actually does have a spoiler for Avengers Endgame. In fact, I believe we're going to have Mr. Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, about to warn us right now. So, he's going to be warning you, and I'm right there with him. So, let's check this out.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching, because there's some serious spoilers about to come up. But if you have seen Avengers Endgame,
the pod calling the kettle black. This guy. Usually the spoiler himself.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
He's keeping the Iron Man suit? Or the iron suit?
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
oh. I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work.
Because I am going on vacation.
Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks?
What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo. Oh,
I think.
What? Who did that?
That was when I first fell in love.
You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is he gonna keep the iron suit the whole time?
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap to our hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do, and you're coming with us.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel?
Unavailable.
But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility. Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
Are you going to step up or not?
Okay, that was hot.
I gotta get you guys out of here. Get on the jet. Who are you? I work with Spider-Man.
You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man. New plan.
So, okay. So it's almost like as soon as Endgame dropped, made all its money, cementing that everyone has, and their mother has already seen it. It's like somebody out there blew their load. And that, sorry for the visual there, but that's pretty much what this trailer was. Somebody blew their load saying, look at all this now. Considering how Marvel is with their trailers, I don't know what to believe in this trailer. So you got Nick Fury. The first trailer was easy to believe. And of course, I knew that this new trailer was going to expound a little bit more on the empty hole that Iron Man is going to leave behind. A little, subtlety wasn't exactly this trailer's strong suit about what exactly happened to Iron Man, but it's like, come on. So, okay, that I understand. And Peter grieving with it, even going overseas, and knowing that even when danger strikes, he's going to have to don the suit, in this particular case, a stealth suit, and take on the baddies. Okay, Mysterio appears. This is where things get kind of complicated in a way that I'm thoroughly very intrigued. More than I ever thought it would be. But I'm also a little nervous because this could kind of collapse on itself. And that is Quentin Beck being from another world, aka a multiverse. Which, I don't know if this is a lie. In the trailer, Nick Fury says that it was created by the Snap. It was not created by the Snap. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it was created by the Snap. It was They're going to have to explain that, because this entire time, I thought this whole multiverse thing had to do with the multi-realities created by the time travel fissures created in the middle of Endgame. So where the fuck is Quentin Beck from? This version of Quentin Beck, apparently. Which is like, okay, this is not the Mysterio that I'm actually used to being. Because the first trailer, I was getting the slight notion that maybe Quentin Beck was just going to try to ape Spider-Man and try to be the next Iron Man. Especially now, after Iron Man is now gone. Mysterio could be like, well, I can be the next Iron Man. Look at that. Because that's what Quentin Beck, Mysterio always was this egotistical dude who thinks he's a superhero, and then in the process he becomes his own supervillain. That then Spider-Man has to be like, hey dude, calm your ass down. He's like, no. That's pretty much what Mysterio always was. So throwing in the multiverse and him being from another version of Earth, like I said, I don't know whether or not to believe this. It's a bit more perplexing for my taste, but sold. I already got my tickets, and that nugget of information is enough to get me hooked. I was already going to go see it because of Spider-Man, my favorite hero, and Tom Holland did an excellent job as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man, but it's interesting to see that there's certain things being at play here for what's really cooking for... honestly, Spider-Man From Home could serve as a bit of an epilogue to Endgame, even though Endgame's had its own share of an epilogue. But this could be kind of like an epilogue for the entire Infinity Saga, at the same time planting seeds for what's to come in Phase 4. And maybe the multiverse is part of it. Everybody, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Like and share. And make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, DarkSpiderDavid is the username. As well as Twitch, twitch.tv/DarkSpiderDavid. That way you guys can fully see streams without them being on private. Twitch.tv/DarkSpiderDavid. All the links are in the description below for your pleasure and convenience. Until next time, guys. I'll catch you guys all on the next video. I'm going to go rest my voice because I feel like I'm about to lose it. Take care, guys. The best way I can put it is that pretty much the entire 2/3 or so of Season 2, which is comprised of 14 episodes as opposed to the Season 1 13, is comprised of an overarching plot called Neogenic Nightmare, if I'm not mistaken. And trust me, when you're finished with this plot, you're going to be so sick of two particular words: Neogenic and Recombinator.
Neogenics.
Neogenic device?
Neogenics is involved.
Neogenic recombinator.
Neogenic treatments
out of the recombinator.
Neogenic treatments. Recombinator.
The recombinator.